I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man, and I ain't saying this in no bad way, cause I love my life for what it is. But come to think of it, I ain't never really been no kid. Even when I was a kid, I did kid things sometimes. But for as long as I can remember, I always been giving people advice, helping people out, making sure people been taken care of since I was younger. So although I may have not been able to physically do the things to take care of people, I always been mentally and emotionally supporting everybody. Ever since I was a kid, that's what I've done my whole life. And sometimes I miss that innocent, free loving, not caring version of me that didn't have to have the responsibility of knowing what finances was, knowing how to pay bills, knowing how to do stuff. And that's the mistake a lot of people make when they think about disabled people. They think about with most disabled people, you get to be a grown kid and you don't know what's going on with the world, and the world don't change for you. And for some people that's in that mental capacity that can't understand life or that's not able to, it doesn't. But for people like me, that's very observant, that pays attention to everything around him and around his society and around his environment, with the spiritual gift that I have, you grow up pretty quick and you realize once you lock into your gift or how the world works, and you get prioritized and you want to live more life. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that future. But sometimes there's a part of me that misses that younger version of me that had no responsibilities, no consciousness of the world, that just seen the world in black and white and believed in loving the world for what it is, which I still do, and I still believe in that good-hearted Disney type of experience when it comes to love. But I know the world is an innocent place. Now everybody's gonna love everybody. People gonna hate people for no reason. And like I said, racism and division is being pushed on the planet, and I can't act like I can sit there and ignore it and be selfish and just care about what I want. Cause the world is more important than just me. The world is about people in my generation that's gonna be raised with my condition, spiritually and physically, and I want to show them that they can make it, they can survive, they can live their good lives, they can have their good heart and do everything the right way and still get their dream. So that's what I'm pushing now, but sometimes I still think about the time where things were innocent and I wish I could grow up faster. And now sometimes I wish, like, I don't want to say go back, but I wish I didn't have, like, the weight of everything on me sometimes. But I love what I do, don't get me wrong. But I know the responsibility in which I hold and what it calls for me to do, and I look forward to growing in it. But sometimes I think about those innocent moments where I didn't really have no responsibility. All I had to do was worry about going to school and coming home, and that was the sweetest moments. And even then, I wanted to rush it, but now that I'm there and I'm handling my responsibility and I'm getting to see what my life is next going to be like, and I'm getting a girlfriend and getting into the responsibility of living my life, I'm excited about it. But sometimes I wake up and think about them moments like, man, times was easier back then. Cause then I didn't have to worry about having bills set up to be paid and doing all this and doing all that. I'm learning about that, getting into that. Like I've been knowing about paying bills, but having my own money and my own responsibilities with it. I'm getting comfortable with that, being comfortable with that, getting more comfortable with that, getting more adjusted to that. Because I want people to know that, like, I know about that, I know how to do that. I know how to deal with paying that and being a part of that. Because for some reason they have under disabled people that they don't know about paying their bills, or they are mentally capable of knowing the responsibilities of having their bills on auto pay or things like that. And I want to be an example that we do know about it, we do know how to handle ourselves, and we can handle our own finances, save money, and be a very productive member of society. And that's all I'm aiming to show the world through what I do. But sometimes, yes, I do think about those innocent moments when times was lighter and all we had to do was worry about going to school and coming home, and the world was innocent and sweet, and everybody knew everybody, and you could trust people back when I grew up. Now you can't trust your best friend. You don't know what they might do or what they won't do just 'cause they grew up with you. In fact, just 'cause they grew up with you might make it the worst decision. They might do you worse than somebody you don't know. So you never know who you can trust. You just try to make good values with the people around you and pray that you chose the right people. That's all I've learned because I've had to cut off some people that was extremely close to me that I thought were very valuable in my life. But now that I've cut them out, I'm way better and my life is way smoother since I've gotten rid of them. But it's just how life grows. People grow up, people grow apart, and people move forward without people, and that's just a part of life. But every time I do it, it hurt my heart so bad because I would get so deeply involved and care about people so much to the point where I thought they could never do it. Then when they do it, or I have to cut off a part of them, a part of me dies with them because of the type of person that I am. But I'm better off, and I learn how to survive and replace them with better people that really comes into what I need and really makes into who I am now. So it's just a series of me growing up. The people that comes out and the people that changes in my life is an example of me growing up and maturing into the next level. Or that's the way I look at my life, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though, when it comes to me growing up and changing in this life, in my personal opinion, from my personal spiritual experience.